The system has been lying to you about money for your entire life. They told you to work harder, hustle 80 hours a week, buy the newest gadgets, show off your success on social media, and one day you'll magically become rich. But in 2026, while millions are still running in the modern money matrix, chasing likes, dopamine hits, and fake luxury, a small group of people are quietly getting obscenely wealthy. They don't flex, they don't post their Lamborghinis, they don't scream, "I'm rich" on TikTok. They follow old, almost forgotten rules that feel completely opposite to everything modern society teaches you. And today, I'm going to show you the exact journey of one man who went from just $18,000 in savings at age 27 to over $1.1 million net worth at age 41, without winning the lottery, without going viral, without working himself to death, and without gambling on crypto. He did it by finding a beaten-up $4 paperback in a Goodwill store and actually applying the brutal, quiet principles that old money families have used for generations. If you're tired of watching your money disappear every month, no matter how much you earn, if you're exhausted of the hustle culture that only makes banks and corporations richer, then stay with me until the very end. This might be the most important financial video you watch in 2026, because what you're about to hear doesn't just make you richer, it changes how you see money forever. Let's destroy the matrix. Our man, let's call him Marcus, was 27 years old, making $74,000 a year. Decent salary on paper, but like most people, he was stuck. He had rent, car payments, subscriptions, nights out, treat-yourself moments, and the constant pressure to look successful. His savings account was stuck at around $18,000. Some months it went up, most months it went down. He felt like he was running on a treadmill that kept getting faster. A rainy afternoon, he walked into a Goodwill store just to kill time. While browsing the book section, an old water-damaged paperback from 1961 caught his eye. The title was simple. The cover was faded. It cost only $4. He almost put it back. But something made him open it, and the very first sentence hit him like a punch to the stomach. True capital is not earned, it is preserved. Everything else is just noise. He sat in his car in the parking lot and read for 3 straight hours. By the time he finished, his entire philosophy about money had been shattered. What follows are the 5 old money rules he applied ruthlessly and how they transformed his life. Rule 1. Never touch the principal. Marcus decided that $10,000 of his $18,000 would become sacred, untouchable, like land his ancestors passed down. He moved it into a separate brokerage account and made a promise he would never look at it more than twice a year. No checking the balance when he felt anxious, no emotional trading. This was incredibly difficult at first. In 2026, we are trained to check everything constantly, likes, notifications, bank apps, but he fought the urge. The first year was painful. He saw friends buying new cars and posting vacations while he drove the same old 7-year-old Honda, but he stayed disciplined. By year 3, something magical started happening. That $10,000 began compounding, slowly at first, then faster. The psychological shift was massive. For the first time in his life, he had skin in the long game. Most people in 2026 will never understand this rule. They treat their savings like a checking account, always available for the next urge. That's why they stay broke. Rule 2. Your income is not your identity. This rule destroyed Marcus the most. He realized he had been performing his salary for years. The successful apartment in a trendy area, the nice watch he couldn't really afford, the vacations to look like he had made it. He stopped everything. He moved to a smaller but higher quality apartment. He kept the old car. He stopped buying clothes just because they had a logo. He canceled subscriptions he didn't use. At first, he felt shame. Society trains you to tie your worth to what you own and what people think of you. But after 6 months, something shifted. He had more money left at the end of every month. His savings rate went from 8% to 34%. And strangely, certain high-value people started respecting him more, not because he looked rich, but because he stopped looking desperate.
The lesson was brutal. When you stop performing wealth, real opportunities start finding you. Rule 3. Protect your name more than your capital. Old money families understand one truth the modern world has forgotten. Your reputation is the highest leverage asset you will ever own. Marcus started living by this. He turned down lucrative deals that didn't align with his values. He over-delivered for clients without sending extra invoices. He kept his word even when it cost him money in the short term. He became known as the guy who was reliable, discreet, and honest. Within 2 years, referrals started coming in without him asking. Higher-paying clients, better opportunities. People trusted him with larger sums of money. Your name compounds faster than interest. Destroy it once, and it takes decades to rebuild, if you ever can. Rule 4. Time is the only asset you can never buy back. This rule changed how Marcus made every decision. He started asking one question before every commitment. Will this still matter in 20 years? He became extremely protective of his time. He said no to parties, events, and networking that didn't serve his long-term goals. He stopped doom scrolling and filled that time with deep work and learning. He understood that old money thinks in decades and generations, while most people in 2026 think in days and weeks. The compound effect on his focus, energy, and decision-making was enormous. Rule 5. Never let them see the count. This is perhaps the most powerful rule. At age 41, Marcus had crossed $1.1 million net worth, but almost nobody in his life knew it. He still lived modestly, still drove a normal car, still spoke quietly about money. He never posted his wins, he never flexed. This invisibility protected him from jealousy, bad advice, lawsuits, and stupid decisions. It allowed his capital to keep compounding in peace. Old money never announces their wealth. They let their results speak decades later. Now here's the brutal truths most people in 2026 will never accept. Most rich people you see online are actually broke with good marketing. Compounding only works if you can tolerate boredom for years. Displaying wealth is the most expensive thing poor people do. Your habits today are creating the future version of you that will either be free or still stressed about money. The system wants you consuming, not preserving. Marcus didn't become a millionaire by being lucky. He became one by being disciplined when it wasn't sexy. He followed rules that feel painful in the beginning, but become extremely liberating later. Now here's the question you need to answer honestly. Are you going to watch this video, feel inspired for a few hours, then go back to the same old habits? Or are you finally ready to apply these old money rules and start building something that actually lasts? If you're ready, comment "Old Money Rules" below right now. Like this video if you want more people to wake up from the modern money matrix. Subscribe to LEBA versus the system and turn on notifications because we don't teach get-rich-quick fantasies. We expose how the system really works and show you the quiet, brutal paths that actually create generational wealth. In the next video, we're going even deeper. The silent habits of people who become quiet millionaires in 2026. You've been warned. The rules are simple. The execution is extremely hard, but the freedom on the other side is worth it. This is LEBA versus the system. Stay dangerous with your money and patient with your capital.